How do you feel about the situation between Cuban and Gilly?
That's a touchy situation, man, because I know Cuban heart and I know Gilly heart. And Gilly is made of nothing but love. If Gilly love you, he really, really like cares for you. And both of them feel like they sacrificed their careers and their affiliations to be close to each other, right? At a time when everything was against Cuban and Gilly, right? So they was already cool, but they formed a bond, after Big Pun passed away, and they've been through some stuff in this industry. And to see them go at it right now, Gilly is probably thinking, yo, man, I could have been hanging out with this guy over here but I took your side, and hopefully he's not regretting, because Gilly is a guy that's doing so well and he's doing good. He's helping our community. Shout out to him. Shout out to what he's doing with Guns Down Life Up. But in the back of his mind, he probably feel betrayed because he knows that he could have been probably doing other things, but he chose to ride it out with Cuban. That's probably how Gilly feel. And Cuban probably feel like, wait, you was never on my side to begin with. Or you chose to ride with me because you was getting ousted. So there's real friction there,
I think that's the one that kind of bothers me the most. You know what I'm saying? Because like I've had private conversations with both sides and I know that there's genuine love there. It's just that sometimes people don't know how to find a way forward. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of hard to come in so late into the game and then you see that there's like a lot of resentment that had built up over the years, or certain people feel a type of way, and it's like you're trying to make sense of it all. There's a lot of nuances to different things.
Yeah. And you know what the missing link to all of this is? And may he rest in peace, is Big Pun, because if Big Pun, we know that he's not here, he's been gone for a while. But if Big Pun was here, this wouldn't be happening. Not like this, So there's a major factor that's not here that could easily, with a snap of a finger, squash all this stuff. Because he was that special person that connected to all of it. And being that Pun isn't here, it just looks like, not that it's out of control, but it just looked like bonds would never probably be brought together again, because there's so much tension and so much disagreeing, It's kind of, in a way, it's kind of whack, because we don't get, like, our time is very important. We don't get time back. You understand? So
it's the most expensive thing.
The most expensive thing. So what do we do now? Everybody's older. I'm younger than them, but they're older people now. They're older. So it's like, we're not gonna like each other forever. We had a bond, we had a pact. We all was cool, So it's it's sad. It's sad in a way.
Yeah.
But I look at it like it's life.
Do you understand both sides though of why they feel the way they do?
They both have strong opinions and they both have strong reasons on why they feel the way they feel. So it's hard to pick a side. It's just like, damn, what Gilly's saying is so strong. I understand what he's saying. And what Cuban's saying is so strong. I understand what he's saying. He is saying when it comes to why they're not speaking. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wow. And I would never edge that on. I would never be like, yo, you right, Gilly. And I would never tell Cuban, yo, you right, Cuban. I'm just listening like, damn. Because at the end of the day, I don't think it's that serious to where they're going to be beefing and fighting each other when they see each other. But it's like, wow,
Yeah. What did you think about Gilly's response on his live?
I mean, Gilly gonna let it out. He's very articulate. He's gonna speak his mind. I thought it was like another strong opinion, or why he felt how he felt.
I think he was saying like, oh, you guys expecting me to come on here and be like, fuck you, and come at him like that. But I feel like for the most part, he handled it pretty well.
Yeah. Man, Gilly's a class act, man. Cuba's a class act. It's just sometimes I think brothers go at it. God forbid if something was to happen to any one of them, they both would be crying. And I know that there's still love there at the end of the day. It's just when that love is going to be connected again, we don't know.
it's when you watch from the outside, you can tell like people get more angry because there is love there.
Yeah,
You know what I
there's
mean? There's
love.
hurt there. There's hurt there. That's the reason why.
Yeah, there's hurt. A lot of hurt. It's a lot of anger. You know. And I speak to Gilly. I like speaking to Gilly. I like speaking to Cuban. I like Cuban. You know. But Cuban is on wartime. He's a warrior, so he's on some. He's on wartime, and it's not just Gilly. Like Cuban got a fire in him. That fire is not going to be put out no time soon. He has a lot of fire in him. He's fiery. Cuban just sent me a message the other day. I was laughing because me and him had a private conversation, and then he said something, and it made me laugh because I'm like, yo, Cuban, when he dislike you, man, he dislike you, you know,
Right.
and it's a lie. Cuban's dealing with a lie. He feel like a lot of people betrayed him. So it's not Gilly. Like Gilly, his feelings is like if there's a meter to measure his anger towards people, Gilly is at the lowest meter of that anger. I know there's a lot of people he's angry with, you know.